J.D. Vance just got called out live, on camera, by ABC News. George Stephanopoulos, who wasn't afraid to ask the one question everyone else avoided. The alleged $50,000 FBI bribe involving Bowman. What happened next says a lot about power, politics, and the people who think they're untouchable.
The White House border czar Tom Homan was recorded on an FBI surveillance tape in September 2024, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money or give it back?
George, you've covered the story ad nauseum. Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous smear. And the reason you guys are going after Tom Homan so aggressively is because he's doing the job of enforcing the law.
So here's what went down. During a press stop, ABC News, George Stephanopoulos pressed J.D. Vance about reports suggesting Bowman may have taken money connected to an undercover FBI sting, and whether Vance had prior knowledge or connections to it. Instead of a clear denial, we got something different: hesitation, deflection, and a quick exit. This is a politician who's built his image on being the straight talker, the outsider who tells the truth no matter what. But when the spotlight turned toward him, suddenly, the truth got blurry. Instead of addressing the question, he pivoted to attacking the press. Classic move. When you can't defend the story, discredit the storyteller.
I think it's really preposterous. I know Tom. I think that he's a good man. He gets death threats. He gets attacked. He gets constantly threatened by people because he has the audacity to want to enforce the country's immigration laws. I think that it would be a much more interesting story about why is it that Tom Homan, who is simply enforcing Americans' immigration laws, is getting constantly harassed and threatened to the point of death threats. That's a much more interesting question that I think journalists should focus on. We can agree to disagree on that question.
Sound familiar? It's the same tactic we've seen from Republican leadership again and again: deny, deflect, distract. What's even more telling is that this isn't about one alleged payment, it's about pattern, about how those in power think they can bury a story by refusing to answer it. But every time they try, more people start asking why. And that's where real journalism still matters, when one voice dares to break the script. J.D. Vance can run from the question, but he can't hide from what it represents: a system where accountability only applies to the powerless. Whether the bribe story proves true or not, the way he handled it tells us everything about how politics works in the shadows.
Well, wait, you said he didn't take a bribe, but I'm not sure you answered the question. Are you saying that he did not accept the $50,000?
George, this story has been covered ad nauseum. He did not take a bribe. Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom Homan's life, he has been paid more than $50,000 for services. The question is, did he do something illegal? And there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe or done anything illegal, which is why he's working in the administration.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000 that was caught on the surveillance tape? Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking about. Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024, an FBI surveillance tape, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George? I'm not even sure I understand the question. Is it illegal to take a payment for doing services? The FBI has not prosecuted him. I've never seen any evidence that he's engaged in criminal wrongdoing. Nobody has accused Tom of violating a crime, even the far-left media like yourself. So I'm actually not sure what the precise question is. Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
So you don't, what was caught on the tape, you're saying right now you don't know whether or not he kept that money?
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing credibility. Because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. Meanwhile, low-income women can't get food because the Democrats and Chuck Schumer have shut down the government. Right now, we're trying to figure out how to pay our troops because Chuck Schumer has shut down the government. You are focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
This isn't about left or right. It's about truth versus power. And here we call it like it is. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because in a world full of spin, we'll keep speaking double.